Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I'm nowhere near ready. I saw that the time was 1333. So, we are going to speak to our angels and ancestors. Happy Sunday. Let's see how we can serve the community. It's coming through. I've got the Divine Feminine's deck here, so we'll keep that out. Let's see how we can contribute this upcoming week. Hi Catalyst. Good name. Catalyst. A catalyst to enlightenment. Angels and ancestors, the Divine Feminine's Oracle deck. What else? Messages from your angels, the energy cards. Can we have some tarot? No. Okay. Not yet. I got feathers, if that's a sign over me. Yeah, you another feather. You're a little diddy one. Christine. Hello, beautiful. Hello, darling. Happy Sunday to you. Christine, are you in America or Canada? You're in America, are you? We're the kids in America. Whoa. Happy Sunday, Catalyst. Because I had this feeling that I had to wake up like, good morning, America, from the United Kingdom. The United States of America, you got to wake up. Something about London's burning. But it's like, okay. Happy Sunday, the energy is very different. Haha, I'm in America. Yeah. It's Cynthia, I believe, who's in Canada. Should we wake her up? Cynthia! Wake up, darling. The energy is very different. Pay attention to that, Christine. Just how different the energy is becoming. That's what we've got to pay attention to. Big things are happening next year. I'm not sure what. But if anyone wants to book themselves a personal reading, I am delving into the energies of next year. And for £50, I'll put the email address that you need to email for a reading in the description box. Cheers to the channel of lovers. Hi Freddie. Hey, how are you? I'm really good, thank you. How are you? Hey, Kevin? I can't even pronounce that word, let alone say it. Well, it's the same thing, isn't it? Okay. I'm not going to try and say it. Cheers, Christine. I hope you're keeping well. Now, we must pay attention to the time because I ran out of coffee yesterday. No, sugar yesterday, coffee today. Hey, Alberto. What type show live stream? We've only just started, so sit and find out, or stand, or whatever you're doing. Blue Sky. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Happy Sunday. Cheers to everyone. We're tapping into your angels and ancestors, and we're going to have a look and see what guidance they're going to give us regarding next week. Oh, it means love each other from far, most definitely. It's a channel of love. That's what we do on here. We love each other from afar. And then the hopes are one day we get to be able to love each other in person. Hey, Christine. Fancy a hug? I fancy a hug. Fancy dinner? I fancy dinner. Fancy coffee together? I fancy coffee together. We say kunayam. What I'm taking to is the I am aspect that's at the end of that word. Anyway, let's get into this reading because I've got to get to the shops and they close early, don't they, on a Sunday? So it is currently nearly 20 to 2. We have the traveller. Move in a new direction. And interesting. Oh, a bit shaky. A bit shaky now. Trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. So, Christine, you've picked up on that difference in the energy. So, move in a new direction and exchange energy to create abundance. Put your hand on your heart and tell me. Traveller, let's read these cards because I've got to get on to my travels. I'm shaking my head because I could have got the coffee yesterday when I got the sugar. But, hey, maybe I'm needing to go out for a different reason. I'm seeing the 2 T's here. Okay, we've got to dot the I's and cross the T's. Hi, bend over. How are you doing? Not personally. Do I know Iran? Not personally. That's interesting because when I looked at that card, I thought of the Oracle card. You're good, beautiful. And you're beautiful. You're good and beautiful. How are you, lovely? I'm really good, thank you. I will be, but this is my last cup of coffee. So I'll be even better when I got some more supply. Not that it's an issue. I never run out of anything, really. It's always replaced. Replenished. You love me already? Okay. That looks like an Iranian girl. Interesting. You'll get coffee for me. Awesome. 2 sugars, please. Unless you get me a vanilla latte. Yeah, I don't need any sugar in there. Let's read these messages. I've come to the conclusion that we need to dot the I's and cross the T's. Traveller. I was receiving a download earlier regarding next year and this has just clarified to me the download I was receiving because I shared on the community tab Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. If the world was ending, I'd want to be next to you. So this is not about, you know, our world blowing up. This is about us moving into new earth, a new vibration. So who do you want to be with as you move into that new vibration? Because everyone's going to be affected by it. How can I explain it to you? When I came on and said, how can we contribute as individual souls for the collective spirit energy, it's because we're going to tip the scales. Because there's so much hate, negativity, fear as a driving force. And to be honest, I've had enough of it. So we all know what will conquer: love. It's the highest vibration out there, okay? And you all know that because when you're in love, you really couldn't give a fuck about any rules. But then, obviously, the negativity, the drama that's being created is going to drag you out of that feeling of love, which affects your vibration, which then affects the collective. We all do our bit. We can raise the frequency of this planet. So, how about it? There's a lot that needs to be done because that's like next year. I feel like we're going to be really tipping. It's like the 100th monkey theory. So it just takes, but as a collective, none of us know who the actual 100th monkey is. I mean, I've got my own kind of opinions on that. But if we all can just work towards being on the more lovelier, high vibration side of life, you will see the effects of it. You'll feel it internally. When things are changing, it doesn't mean that it's a I don't want to say physical, because it will be. People are looking for changes on the outside, and it's not. It's what's going on inside. So the change is occurring within you. Are you going to go for it smiling or crying? Okay. Who's rude? Who's rude, Kevin? Who's Jenny? Was she mad? We can handle that. I've just spoke about that. You know how you handle that? You up your dosage of love. It's okay, Jenny's gone now. I didn't see the comments. It didn't affect me. Hey, Diego. I love listening to you, even though I'm not one to comment. Greetings from Argentina. Oh, well, you did today, Diego. Thank you. Thank you for your presence. Okay, so thank you for speaking up. That's how we do it, guys. Yeah? Okay, traveller. So, move in a new direction. So after I've done that, have a look. She's got a map on the back here, you see. So it took me to Earth. And I feel like I'm calling. United Kingdom. Are we here to unite the kingdoms? I'm not going to talk about who has, you know. We have to work together. Oh, there was a time in history that happened. During the recession. When everyone came together. It had something to do with Napoleon Hill, actually. I don't know what president it was, but Napoleon Hill helped to write his speech, and they all came together. It was like all religions came together. Like politicians were not. I don't know too much about this, but I read about it. So when we all come together, we all sing together. Boom boom. Oh, thank you for giving me a like. Okay, let me read these messages, guys. Welcome any opportunities to travel, either to the outer world or to your inner worlds. So welcome this opportunity. We're talking about this week coming, this upcoming week. We're going to welcome any opportunities to travel, either to the outer world or to your inner worlds. Okay. The traveller card represents the gypsy spirit within. The opportunity to move in a new direction is coming your way, and ancestral wisdom is encouraging you to welcome it with open arms. Don't get scared now. Going on the trip is an exciting process because not only do you learn about the world, you also learn about yourself. This card often comes up when you have a chance to go through a process of awakening and understand even more about the amazing qualities you have to share with the world next year. Okay, wakey wakey. Often such journeys can be lonely, hence why we have the community. Oh, you look so gorgeous. Because you're gorgeous. She's mine. Bend over, calm down now. You have to share me with the world. Whoa, the heat in the room's intensified. I feel like I need a tissue. A tissue? I like to dab myself with. That's funny. Does my medal, a medal? Thank you. Symbolize infinity, eternity, or what meaning does it have for you? Do you know the meaning it has for me? Is my daughter gifted me this infinity symbol. It's to infinity and beyond. It's endless. There's always something to learn. There's always something to do, to experience, to create. It's just endlessness. to all those symbols who, what was your previous comment? Oh, you look so gorgeous. And then Ben came in with, she's mine. And then we have, oh yeah, she's yours. I'm a girl, chill. See, us girls can tell each other that we're gorgeous, beautiful, sexy. It's love, universal love. Okay. So often such journeys can be lonely, but this in itself can teach you that you are never really alone and your angels and ancestors are there for you. Okay, the extended message. The road you are on may be the road less travelled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you will be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. You are also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. That's the support that we can give to each other. And there's a good chance that along the way you'll make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. Diego, I think that only love allows us to access the sensation of sailing through infinity. What do you think? I think you worded that perfectly, Diego. Love sure allows us to access a lot. It gives us access to infinite intelligence. Let's have a look at this. Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Interesting, I'm not sure if he comes before. He does, look. Hi Mohib, how are you doing? Love is an illusion. I think you'll find it's the other way round. It's fear. That's the illusion. So, whatever you believe, you are right. I'm not going to try and convince you otherwise. You'll find out. Make connections and exchange information, talents or support. The trader brings the lesson and energy of exchange. When he appears, he could represent an opportunity to exchange talents, whatever they may be. It says in brackets, so you may not feel that you have anything to contribute, but that is wrong. You have a lot to contribute. Even if it is just to show us the contrast of what is the illusion. Love or fear? What is the cult? Societal programming or spiritual programming? The trader brings the lesson and energy of exchange. When he appears, he could represent an opportunity to exchange talents, whatever they may be, in order to expand, or be about the exchange of energies that come from the universe, or both. For example, if you are a creative person or consider yourself creative, when you share your talents, you are giving them, and when you do so, the universe will give you more in order for you to share more. It's all a beautiful cycle. The trader also reminds you to be open and honest and act with integrity in your exchanges, because doing something to get something will only lead to challenges. Mohib, feelings are temporary. Control your blood pressure. I agree with that one. You can control your own stress levels. And feelings are temporary. That's why we ride the wave of emotions, the ebb and flow. This too shall pass. The extended message: the universe operates under the law of cause and effect. We read about that yesterday. That's the law of karma. Hi, my dear friend. Hi, Anthony. How are you? I hope you're well. The universe operates under the law of cause and effect and is always looking to return to a natural state of balance. So, if you are lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, you are being invited to share your time, your gifts, and your understanding with others. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. I'm going to reread that part. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. It can also be about supporting in order to feel supported. If you've been holding back with your offerings, now is the time to change that. Allow yourself to be open, honest, and vulnerable. This can prepare you to open up to even greater opportunities in the coming days, weeks, and months. Hey, Original. I love supported, unconditional, loving friends who are genuinely kind and appreciative of such friendships. That's good to hear. Okay, let's go to the energy oracle cards. Let's see what is this energy exchange to create abundance. Now that's interesting. What will this abundance be needed for? Anthony, my name's Lucy. Mohib, is that how you feel the universe operates? But that's what I was talking about. Yes, it feels like it does at the moment. Operates on pain and death. We have the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, and he's in reverse. Let's read this message. In reverse. Okay, underneath is, it's not a quote. It says love, compassion, and self-acceptance. Now, we're in reverse here. Let's read the message. This card reversed indicates some blocks in the flow of your heart center energy. Perhaps it's an old sense of abandonment or the grief of a broken heart lingering from a long past event. Whether it's recent or not, this block energy stops you from caring for yourself and attracting love from others, and it can create an undercurrent of unhappiness that permeates your life. It's time to heal the old, stuck stuff and move on. Don't bypass the pain and pretend it didn't exist. So thank you, Mohib, for pointing that out. What our world seems to be operating on is pain and death. So it's time to heal the old, stuck stuff and move on. Don't bypass the pain and pretend it doesn't exist. Instead, ventilate it in your journal and release it with an intention to be clear, happy, and self-loving. Meditate on the increasing light in your heart center and call on Raphael to help bring healing and clarity there. Love yourself and give yourself the approval you used to need from others. That's a big statement there. Love yourself and give yourself the approval you used to need from others. The healing will take place and happiness will return. So I feel that this is more about like in the present now. I said about there's a lot of healing to do over the next days, weeks, months to prepare for the birth of New Earth. So let's go to the Divine Feminine's Oracle deck. Let's see what essence of the Divine Feminine is coming through. Hi NYC 443. I was going to say 433. Grandma, are you a Scorpio or a Gemini? Now listen, I'm not quite a grandma yet, only to the pussycats. Cheeky. I'm a Taurus. But it's interesting that you only kind of give me two options. A Scorpio, I'm opposite Scorpio in the charts. Not a Scorpio. Gemini, my youngest daughter's a Gemini. That's the card of the Lovers. I'm a Taurus. A friggin' ball. Mohib, the test of life is to find your gift, and purpose of it is to give away that gift. It's just to be that gift. Because it's all about being, isn't it? You be that gift. But yes, two most important days of your life. The day that you were born and the day you realise why. You are the gift. Do you know any other languages? No. What's coming through is I know gobbledygooch. English, and I'm still learning that one. I might be better actually studying a different language. What language would I choose? I'm not sure about that. We all live different chapters, but we are in the same story. Yes. Travel Chan. Okay. Had you spoken before and I'd missed your comment? Okay. Welcome. Yeah, it's not in the books to hold our destiny, but in ourselves. Story starts with a pen and it ends in the sand. Oh, I've already got the card. Oh, the Empress of Protection. Okay, Our Lady of Guadalupe. It looks very Christmassy, this card. Takes me to traditional Christmas colours. It's like she is the Christmas tree. She is the gift. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. The Empress of Protection. Our Lady of Guadalupe. Let's find out about this lady. Page number 30. Our Lady of Guadalupe is the emblazoned emblem of the uniquely powerful protection of a mother's love. Her image is believed to have miraculously appeared within the tilma or cloak of Saint Young Diego. She appeared to him 4 times, the first of which was on December the 9th, 1531. She spoke to Young in his native Nahuatl language and asked him to build a church in her honor. They were standing on the Tebequia Hill outside Mexico City, where the Spanish had recently destroyed a temple to the mother goddess Tonantzin, an Aztec goddess of love. Young Diego tried... Oh, it's got your name. See? Look at the signs, Diego. You're in the book. It dawns on you at some point. Young Diego tried to convince the Archbishop of the authenticity of the apparition, but to no avail. He asked Guadalupe to give him a sign that would help convince the Archbishop of her identity. She appeared to Young a final time and told him to collect the Castilian roses, not native in Mexico, that were in bloom at the top of the Tepeyac Hill. He gathered the roses. My throat's really tickly at the moment, so... Am I obsessed by fiction? I'm obsessed by many things. Life? I currently have something tickling my throat, so... Hi, Showbell. How you doing? Please tell me what type of guy you like and give me a chance to try. Hi, Portia. So what's topic here then? A little distracted, so guys, what are we talking about? Exchanging energy, healing, preparing for new earth, tipping the scales in our favour. Okay, calm down. It's not wise to waste time. Time is the most precious commodity. Love is the most precious thing. Time just seems to, I don't know, doesn't exist, does it? As we'll find out if I'm late for the shops. Anyway, rather than us focusing on what's a waste of time, let's waste our time on different stuff. Right. He gathered the roses in the cloak, the ones he's been told to go and collect at the top of the hill, but they're not native to that country. Yeah. Quick recap, Lucy's way. He gathered the roses in his cloak, and when they fell before the Archbishop, they could both see the emblem of Our Lady of Guadalupe inscribed on the inside of his cloak. Her image on young Diego's cloak had become Mexico's most popular religious and cultural symbol. It hangs above the high altar in the Basilica. I really probably know this word, of Guadalupe in Mexico City. Basilica is the most visited, I've not been there, Catholic pilgrimage site in the world and the world's third most visited sacred site. Its preservation and its mysterious creation have been a fascination for scholars and art historians for centuries. It seems to be defying the laws of nature, both by not decaying the way a natural substance should, and by having been created in what seems to be one fell swoop, rather than a multiple brushstrokes. This now infamous image is worn as a symbol of protection from banners in the army during the Mexican War of Independence, and on the backs of migrant workers to shield them from being whipped. To modern T-shirts, that's just interesting because I picked up the T's. And when I show you this, if you have a look just here, the T is like on its own. So all I could see was a T standing out. You seeing what I'm seeing? Good, good. Shield them from being whipped to modern t-shirts and tattoos to protect devout Catholics and gang members from the exceptional love of the divine feminine. So you spoke about this here being a symbol. That's rather than calling it a necklace, you called it a symbol. What's the symbol around your neck? What does it mean? Daughter's protection. For her mother's love. That makes sense. Okay. When your soul selects her card, what is outside of us is also within us. Even if we have experienced a mother's love, the true force of that loving protection exists within us. So we can give it to ourselves. When Saint Young Diego was concerned that the Archbishop would not believe him and was racing to meet Our Lady of Guadalupe, she appeared suddenly and said the most beloved phrase in the apparition story, a phrase that is inscribed on the entrance to her basilica. I think, is that how you say that? I think it is. Now I've got to pronounce this. Okay, different language, which we know I don't speak any others apart from English. Okay, so here it is. No estoy yo aquí que soy tu madre. Madia. It means, am I not here, I who am your mother. The energy of a mother's love can travel to meet you anywhere, whether within the world or within your own heart. The message is that she is here. You are mothered, but the message is also to ask for what you need. Saint Young Diego asked Our Lady of Guadalupe for a sign that proved her identity and existence. She gave him her image emblazoned inside his cloak, one that has been venerated and considered holy ever since because he asked for her assistance. We are all ennobled with free will. The divine needs our request for assistance in order to enter our lives. All we need to do to assume the simplicity, all we need to do is to assume the simplicity, the heart, and the humility of a child and ask for a sign that she is here. We will be met with more love than we could ever imagine, and love is always the greatest and most powerful energy of protection. You are in India, Hema? Oh, good day to India. I'm reading it from a book written by somebody else, yes. I can sit here and just channel my own messages though. I just think it's really interesting. Sometimes I think that the book explains it better than what maybe I can. Hey Cynthia, good morning. I usually rewind immediately, but I want to be present today, blessed to be with you. Rewind, darling, because you're spoken about. You are mentioned. How are you? I know I haven't been doing many lives. That is changing. The energy's so like more high vibrational when we can interact. So I hope you're well. I may be back on maybe later on tonight. We shall see what transpires. So it's really good to have you here, Cynthia. Cynthia, you're in Canada, aren't you? Good morning, Canada. Everyone's here today. Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? It says there's 22 people watching. This is not correct, by the way. I got off my video yesterday, it said 500 odd people. And there's 11 thumbs up. That one is correct. Okay, right guys, shops. 14:14 is the time. Is there a story behind my tattoos? Yeah, the heart chakra. So they represent the heart chakra, the 4th chakra. I quite like if they come together like this, but I'll tell you the real reason behind my tattoos, okay? My brain just cannot register left and right. So I look like a right plonker when somebody says to me, turn left, and I go like this. And they go, what are you doing? Well, I'm looking to see if that's an L, because when I look at it, it's an L. They go, but what hand do you write with? My brain still has to go this hand. Right, it takes too long, so I've got a left, an L and an R, so I can just have a quick. The girls laugh at me. They go right, mum. It beats doing that, but I don't actually think it's time saving. It still takes effort. My brain just don't go there. It's either your way or my way. What way are we going? That way or my way? Your way or my way? I don't have to use much, but I'm not very good if you ask me for directions. I don't mean like spiritual direction. And because like, but when, yeah, if I've got to give someone directions, there's a strong chance I could say left and I meant right. It takes a lot of energy to work out what's left and what's right. And I've had people, oh my goodness, really try and change that about me. Well, think of it like this. It's like, do you not think that after 47 years, I might have got to grips with my left and right? No. So that is really, but I felt like a plonker having L and an R. It's just like people are going to know that's like left and right. It's like, so let's just disguise it. And I've got 666 on my back, but like in a circle. And that means a rebellious fallen angel who tempts humans to sin. Spoke about that yesterday. I'm new, just seeing the title. Hi, not me. Who are you if you're not you? Okay, how is Lucy today? Let me have a look at Cynthia's comment. I am really good today, thank you. I didn't comment, but I just wanted to tell Jasper when we read off the orange kitty yesterday. Yeah, I felt that as well. I was going to make mention of it, Cynthia. But what actually, I don't know if I want to talk about this because I'm a little concerned. But I don't want to be concerned about Luna because we haven't taken over the adoption. And I don't want to be concerned about her, but she's like missing. And I thought that she keeps coming with great big wound marks around her neck. Hence one of the reasons we wanted to kind of take her in the house. Because at night time her intention behind her was to be a hunter cat. That's why our owner got her and doesn't really love her too much. Not in the same way that we show love. So, I'm praying that she comes back. Otherwise, because she's been fucking around with a fox. And 5 o'clock this morning we see her on the cameras. But she chases after the fox. But she keeps coming back with these great big wound marks. And I said it's not a cat she's fighting with. And I haven't seen her today. So, thanks, Harper. You real pretty. Real, yeah. Yeah. Well, there's like makeup on. So it's not natural. Enhanced. The title made me wonder if you hated by people or not. Like, yeah, do you know what? That's a really good, valid point you're making there with the line of the channel of love. It has a reaction. I don't know. Do you know what? It keeps away people that don't believe in that shit though. Well, some come in and like just kind of want to ruffle your feathers. You're like, just some of us just don't think that way or feel that way about life. Cynthia, I had the same issue with Missy. She finally changed from the old house's patio to ours, but with the first snow since one's death, I know she'll be safe with us. Luna will be home soon for good. Well, if she's not home here, then she'll be going back to her spiritual home. It's not like something to get upset about. Death isn't something to be. It's like she has been extremely loving So I'm prepared. If she's made a transition, she has. But that's a bit of a piss off when we just fucking, you know, I don't want to go looking for her either. I don't really want to be like, it will be what it's meant to be. So all I know is when she shows up, she's up here with me tonight, fucking around with fucking foxes. I mean, she's not even one, but she's maybe one now. That's what happens when you put intentions on things. I'll keep you updated. But I'm sure that wherever she's meant to be, if it's on the other side or she's on this side of the camera, doesn't matter. We all have a purpose. Mohib, have a great life and day. Lots of blessings and good fortune. Thank you. I wish that for you too. Not me. Agreed. I just believe. I am totally over the top. Yeah, I might get shot down in a million times today and I don't care. Expect stay aboard. It's a very high vibing energy, which is, it's fast. Like, yeah. Nothing to be ashamed or concerned about. This is how we're tipping them scales from fear, negativity, all the stuff that's dragging our world down. I mean, you can feel it, can't you? But I say no more. Yeah, some people do only come in to try to ruffle feathers from experiences. That's true. And it's good for our own personal growth. I always feel like, especially if I get ruffled, it's like, why did I allow myself to get ruffled? Or so it's all a learning experience, all of it. See you in heaven, hopefully. Are you coming over then? Because that's what we're talking about. Like, you talk about heaven, that's not like when you leave your physical body. It's like now. That's what we're talking about, what we're going to create. Is you can live in hell if you want to. It's self-created. Or in this community, we can work towards building our community of heaven here on earth. They say in heaven, love comes fast. Who makes heaven a place on earth? Is it you? We're going to create hell. We've all got to learn to live and get along together. It's far nicer to boost people and help to uplift them, considering we're all here to experience life. Yeah, and it's fucking hard. It's so painful. It's not a pleasant experience, and that's why it's like, okay, let's try a different approach. Why not? They say love conquers all, and I mean, we've heard it, but no one's like, well, I think because we haven't been working as a collective, it's easy to get dragged down, isn't it? I mean, I'm one of those people that, yeah, I try not to get dragged down by the drama. But it can blindside you. And it's when it does that, you have to kind of go, okay, what do I learn from this? Not me. Had an elderly manager who basically fed me at 18, tell me to watch and see, that those follow the 10 Commandments and those who do it. That's interesting. That takes me to a few things. Me being locked in an escape room. This was on Hollywood Boulevard, I believe. Apparently the first escape room ever made in Hollywood, well, ever in the world. So I went in there with the kids. I'm crap. Nope. And I think you're in there for an hour, and we just couldn't get past this one part. And there's a phone that you can kind of pick up to ask to be let out. So I pick up the phone, probably about half an hour in. I say, I can't figure it out. I'm done. Gonna just like get out now. And there's like, no, like, you know, just give it a bit longer and blah 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 blah. So I just find a seat, and there's a book in this escape room, and it is the Ten Commandments. And the kids laugh that while they're all trying to get out, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I can't be bothered. I'll just sit here until you let me out. And then when we got out, I said, how far? Well, you completed 40% of it. Why on earth didn't you let us out at half an hour mark? I was reading the Ten Commandments. Someone else had locked themselves back up into like a cell or something. Oh, I enjoyed the first part where you're blindfolded and you're taken. You're like, shit. And we were in 3 cells, and you had to help each other get out. And then when you got out, then you entered. You was in the escape room, and that was just not much fun. I didn't enjoy that. The first bit I did, but not the bit where if I can't figure it out, just fucking tell me. Okay. Oh. Cynthia, what else was I going to say about the Ten Commandments? Oh, the story about Moses. It's like when he felt the draw to go back up the mountain, let's say that to the burning bush. Okay. While he was away, it's like they just assumed that he was dead. So I suppose that's like the energy of Luna. But he was actually away, like getting messages, and that's the Ten Commandments, and that's how it ended up being cracked, is because when he turned up, there was someone else who was in charge. And so, I just fucking found all this information out for you, and you didn't even give me a chance. It was like, you replaced me. Ye who have little faith is coming through. Moon Cookie, good morning, darling. Hello, Sunday. Oh, hello, Sunday. Happy Sunday. To the channel of love. Cheers, Lucy. Cheers, Moon Cookie, darling. Hello, Cynthia. I'm happy to catch you all in this live. I felt drawn. I knew. Waking up. It's 21:12 on the. So 21 viewing, 12 thumbs ups. Don't know how much percentage on the battery. 20%. Thank you. Okay, right, guys. Let's. Cynthia says, Moon Cookie, loving you and yours from here. Whole lot of loving going on. Like at home or what? I'm just in my bedroom. That's where I am, not me. I'm just chilling. I created a sacred space in the shed, but everyone loves that space, so just let them love it. I'll just, create the space and just do it again. Right, okay. Is someone a little bit stressed out, Cynthia? Have you handled it? Okay. What's with the number 13? Not me. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do with that number. Oh, your mum's born on the 13th, Feb. What's your name? Akshay. My name's Lucy. Christine. Nice little rose there. Right, we're getting this wrapped up. What number did you say? 13. I've still got this book here. Let's go to page 13. We read this. It says, intention and your free will are paradoxical. A paradox is a seemingly absurd or contradictory statement, even if well-founded. Intention and free will certainly qualify as being paradoxical. They conflict with many a preconceived notion of what's reasonable or possible. How can you possess free will and also have intention shaping your body and your potential? You confuse. It doesn't say the word confuse, it says can fuse. You can fuse this dichotomy. by choosing to believe in the infinity, noticing the signs today, the infinity of intention and in your capacity to exercise free will. You know how to think rationally about the rules of cause and effect, so try your intellect on this. Obviously, it's impossible to have two infinites, for then neither would be infinite. Each would be limited by the other. You can't divide infinite into parts. Essentially, infinite is unity, continuity, or oneness, like the air in your home. Where does the air in your kitchen stop and the air in your living room begin? Where does the air inside your home stop and the air outside start? How about the air you breathe in and out? Air may be the closest we can come to understanding the infinite, universal, omnipresent spirit. Somehow, you must travel in thought beyond the idea of your individual existence to the idea of a unity of universal beings. And then, beyond this, to the idea of a universal energy. When you think of part of a whole being in one place and part in another, you've lost the idea of unity. And, keeping an open mind as I beseeched you earlier, get this. At any moment in time, all spirit is concentrated at the point where you focus your attention. Therefore, you can consolidate all creative energy at a given moment in time. This is your free will at work. Your mind and your thoughts are also thoughts of the divine mind. Universal spirit is in your thoughts and in your free will. When you shift your thoughts from spirit to ego, you seem to lose contact with the power of intention. Your free will can either move with universal spirit as it's unfolding or away from it towards ego struggle. Slower energies flow through you and you may feel hopeless, helpless and lost. You can use your free will to rejoin higher, faster energies. And that's what we're encouraging here on the channel of love. The truth is that we do not create anything alone. We are all creatures with God. Our free will combines and redistributes what's already created. You choose. Free will means that you have the choice to connect to spirit or not. So, the answer to the questions, do I have a free will and is intention working with me as an all-pervasive universal force, is yes. Can you live with this paradox? If you think about it, you live with paradox in every moment of your existence. At the exact same instant that you're a body with beginnings and ends, with boundaries and a definition in time and space, you're also an invisible, formless, unlimited thinking and feeling being. A ghost in the machine, if you will. Which are you? Matter or essence? Physical or metaphysical? Form or spirit? The answer is both. Even though they appear to be opposites, do you have a free will? And are you a part of the destiny of intention? Yes. Fuse the dichotomy. Blend the opposites and live with both of these beliefs. Begin the process of allowing spirit to work with you and link up to that field of intention. And on that note, I think that's a really good note to leave it on. See, that was so perfectly put by Dr. Wayne Dyer. I tried my bestest, but that did sum it up. Your choice. What do you hook up to? Okay. Madame, your age, 47. Vimto. I recognise your name. Have you been present before? Maybe a few years back. I don't get this crap, but it's Sunday. Yeah, have a great stream and a like. Thank you. See how we're affecting the collective, guys? Even though Vimto thinks it's a load of crap. I mean, hey, it's Sunday. Day of peace. And he gives us a like up. A like up. A thumbs up. Thank you, Vimto. You are appreciated. I hope you have a lovely day. Not me, I like it. Okay. Legend Zone. Madam, your age, I answered that one. I'm crushing, so heaven forbid we do that. Don't behave like your English teacher. Okay. You must be very beautiful in your young age. Thank you. Good point that we connect to the spirits. I noticed I don't pray when I party. We like to party. We like to party. You make the show. Well, I do seem to be the hostess of it, so. Okay, right. Even the horses would drink when in presence of beauty. All will do as it is told within this presence. Blue sky, hugs and kisses. Okay, Shell Bell and Diego. At university, I had a professor who maintained that as long as we search for a foundation, we could not free ourselves from metaphysics. Do you know what that takes me to? Like, steep. Let me have some coffee first. What's the time? Geez, okay. It's okay. We're okay. Yeah. We don't have to bring Jesus into this. He's got his own stuff he's doing. Seek instability until you become stable. Right, my lovely guys and girls. I have one final deck here. Baby, it's cold outside. Not really. There's been a storm. Not much of a storm. Nothing to write home about, anyway. It has been raining, but I imagine it will not rain on my trip to the shop. Christine, I had 6 different men in 48 hours. Come try to connect with me, like this energy is wild to me. Yeah, I was only actually thinking about like the change in the energy, and when I go back to work, I'm not back to work till Thursday, but it's like, okay, in them days up till then, I'm gonna have to try and get a balance, because well, I'm alright, I'm okay, but I think there's more balance needed. I've got to be prepared, because I'm not sure when I open up that door, what's going to come flooding through it, to be honest with you, because it's already been like that. Like, the energy is attracting more masculines for in-depth conversations, and that can be like 4, 5 a day. But what I've noticed is that, like, as soon as I'm turning over like the open sign, they're outside the door waiting. It's like, geez, it's a quiet shop. Be prepared. I was told by the divine, it was like, you're going to be busy. But it's not busy, it's like busy in a metaphysical sense, isn't it? Deep conversations, helping people to heal, helping to bring up trauma, so that then you can transmute that with your love and light and send them on their jolly way. That's another one done. That's the truth of it. Sharing our gifts with others. as long as it doesn't deplete us in the process. It's like, it's all well and good making others happy as long as it's not detrimental to my own happiness. And when it becomes like that, you need to withdraw and work on yourself. And sometimes we do need something to come in and blindside us so that we go, fuck. There's always work to do. Let's leave. No, okay, yes, that's fine. Mother Mary, come to me. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Okay. Why do you feel bad telling your stories? Your stories are for sharing, whether they're good or bad. I mean, if you haven't healed from, or if you're in the middle of a shitty story, your storytelling is going to be a bit different. You have to remember that hurt people and healed people will heal people with their stories. Hurt people are going to hurt people with their stories. Healed people are going to heal people with their stories. Yeah? Last time. Hey. You want to make a joke about how to get laid? Do it yourself. Melina. Okay. Now we have the yin yang here, but there is confusion. So, let's work on trying to clear this confusion with our interactions, okay? You are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. So, you can always book a reading with me if you email my email address, or if you send a message to my email address. thejourneyofascension@gmail.com. I'll put it in the description box. Okay, so if you are really confused and you want some help, guidance, then email me and book a reading. They're reduced at the moment, £50. Or just stay tuned to the Channel of Love, and it's free, isn't it? But if you do need some more guidance, so you have felt like you are chasing your tail, looking at this option, then that option. This indecisiveness is exhausting you, dear one. The reason why you're confused is that you do not have enough information to make an informed decision. Your choices appear too similar right now, but once you conduct additional research, your decision will become more clear. First, begin by asking God and the angels to enter your dreams and give you more information. This means imagining what it would feel like to make... Oh no, hold on. We've skipped out a step. We can't skip out these steps. So first, begin by asking God and the angels to enter your dreams and give you more information. Then ask your feelings to give you guidance. Wanted to miss that one out. You can't bypass your feelings. This means imagining what it would feel like to make this decision. Then imagine what it would feel like to make the other choice. Go deep within and notice how your body reacts as you try on the different options. If your gut or jaw tightens, this is a sign that something isn't right. If your heart flutters with warmth, this is a sign that you are on the right path. Before making your final decision, seek the counsel of wise friends and teachers whose experience and intuition can guide you. That got heavy. There's no way I'm reading these comments. what's the special clause? Words would just jump out at me. Okay, I think we should just finish with, it's 1444, that's the actual time. 70 minutes. I will be out at 3 o'clock then. Geez, loose the batteries. Yeah, I know. The batteries, you don't really put a battery in a phone, do you? You just charge it. You just expect it to be there. Unless you all open up your iPhones to see whether the battery is there and what's going on inside. I used to do that as a kid. I take everything apart. I wanted to know it worked. Learning to drive, absolute nightmare. Why do I have to put my foot on the clutch? What happens when I do that? What is the breaking point? Once I understand things, I'm alright. But a fucking nightmare in the process of understanding. Oh, Lady of Charity. Oh, interesting, because I pointed out 10% now. I pointed out the time was 1444. And it's card number 44. Excuse me. Right, let's get this message read. If the world was ending, I'd wanna be next to you. If the party was over and our time on earth was through, I wanna hold you just for a while. Okay, let's read this. We're going to be dying with smiles. Going through the transition. Don't be so dramatic. Okay, I call upon my strongest children to aid those in need. I hope you really understand the importance of this message, guys. The importance of you and your contribution. So I call upon my strongest children to aid those in need. I will empower your purpose and act through you. My powers are vast. My powers are vast enough to keep you safe and protected no matter where you may be. Fear not and maintain your focus on me. I shall guide you, my beloved. Being a healer is not always a professional choice. Sometimes we are simply healers in how we are in the world, and sometimes those with a particular ability to love the Divine Mother are asked by her to be present in particular environments in need of healing. Those environments are often the darkest ones that are most in need of her light. They may be toxic office environments or judgmental families trapped in fear and shame. Or the environments may be a relationship with a person that is in need of love and affection. Far from becoming a martyr or victim, a healer, even if one doesn't know one is a healer in that situation at first, will benefit from allowing the mother to work through her, come on, my break. Hi, Mr. D. Why not me? That's not me. It's really me. It's no Mr. B. What's that all about? Where did that come from? You're wonderful, thank you. I've got to get this message out though, and yeah. Okay. I think we need a little nap after the shop. Are we going to be able to read this message? Of course we are. Far from becoming a martyr or victim, A healer, even if one doesn't know one is a healer in that situation at first, will benefit from allowing the mother to work through him or her in these circumstances. The benefits might be material support or opportunities to learn or experience something new, but they will always include spiritual development. We may have to learn how to stay focused on the love of the Holy Mother when all around us. Now we're talking. Okay. We may have to learn how to stay focused on the love of the Holy Mother when all around us seems crazy with fear. We may have to learn how to love ourselves and not take another's difficulty with love personally. We might have to learn how to see that another's judgments have everything to do with them and not necessarily anything to do with us at all. We might learn strength, compassion, incredible tolerance, and great trust in such situations. When the time comes for us to leave those situations behind, I am in England, Diego. Try not to distract me and write the end of the message now, please. When the time comes for us to leave those situations behind, we might also be ready to move into new situations that are more supportive of us, which we can consider a thank you gift from Our Lady of Charity. She does not only ask her children to provide charity according to their capacity, but also dispenses it freely upon those who pray to her. Our Lady of Charity provides special protection for those who seek to serve others. She is a graceful protector and powerful divine channel for miracles. It is said in the stories of Our Lady of Charity that 3 men in a boat became trapped in a violent storm and prayed to the Divine Mother Mary for her help. The sky suddenly cleared. Interesting, I just spoke about the storm. It wasn't much of a storm. Never is, really. Above me. Miss most of the bad weather. Weather that people will class as bad. Jump in puddles when it's been raining. The sky suddenly cleared and became golden and peaceful, and upon the sea a small statue of the Mother Mary was found. Well, that brings me in with that Our Lady of Guadalupe. How a sign was left emblazoned in his coat. A small statue of the Mother Mary was found miraculously remaining dry, even though floating on the ocean. I was interested, there's loads of seagulls outside. Can you see the gulls? This story speaks of her grace, her power to respond so helpfully when we pray to her for protection and assistance, with sincere trust. This story also hints at a mystical protective power of the Holy Mother. In her grace, when you are entrusted with an act of charity, no matter what surrounds you, be it evil or despair, negativity or fear, if you focus on prayer to her, you shall remain unharmed, dry even in the ocean. So this mystical power is also helpful for those of us who want to see the truth that has been hiding behind an illusion. It might be the lies or deceptions of another or a corporation that we want to have unveiled so that healing can occur. In this case, we pray to Our Lady of Charity for her assistance, as her power is far greater than any illusion or deception. Perhaps we are craving the spiritual truth in a situation that doesn't sit well with us, that feels hidden. Or perhaps we want to see the reality of a situation instead of viewing it through the eyes of our own ego. The Divine Mother, who remains dry in the ocean of illusion, can help us see beyond the surface of a situation and understand its purpose, and to empower others to do the same. In this, Our Lady of Charity leads us towards enlightenment so that we can help the human race live more lovingly upon the earth with reverence and respect. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it just? Okay, Our Lady of Charity also comes with a message. If you are interested in a profession of healing or spiritual guidance or teaching in some way, pray to her to help you find the path forward, and do not worry about how it will come to pass. I was going to say how it will come to you, but do not worry about how it will come to pass. I'll read your comments in a minute before I say cheerio. Put your faith in her power, and all shall unfold perfectly. She lovingly accepts all offers to help others and will empower you appropriately to do so. Pray and trust now. Okay. If you yourself are in need of help, or perhaps a loved one is, then pray to her for the grace of her charity. That which is given spontaneously, out of love, with no thought of checks and balances. This is her miraculous grace. That's beautiful. Right, let me read your message. Messages. We're 4 minutes until it's 3 o'clock. Okay. Diego, what you read about compassion is something shared by many religions and traditions. It leads us all back to the same. It's like religion. It's just like the middleman. But if you go straight to the source, which we all have the capability to do so, it's the same with you guys sitting here watching me. So I'm kind of like the middle girl, where really you can do exactly this yourself and help others. Okay. Do you consider compassion to be a principle for peace in the world? It's the highest level of love, compassion. Mr. E, the thing that is hardest, in a little bit, this will be over. And I'll be sad. I'm trying to enjoy it now, but that will be empty and aching. I would love to spend an afternoon or eternity. That's where we're off to. I died once. I can't say exactly what I've seen. It was nothing more than a dream or my brain dying for real. But I will tell you what I've seen sometime. Let me just say, it was a good thing. You see that heaven exists here on earth. That's the glimpse, the true glimpse. Okay, we're done. For now. Right, let's go and get some coffee, because like I'm out. I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you for your presence. Okay, take care. Much love. Happy Sunday. Bye for now.